Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Auto AI Learners. I am Naresh Kumar and I am back with another interesting video today. Today we are going to build a chatbot which talks to SQL based databases. Right. You can see in the image, here is the Rajesh who is working as sales executive in an e-commerce company. Like most sales professionals, Rajesh relies heavily on data, right from daily sales to customer trends and as well as product performance, etc. But every time Rajesh needs some data from the database, he needs to depend on developers. He has to send an email and wait hours and hours for the reply. Right. Not because the developers don't want to help, but because they are overloaded with their own work. Meanwhile, Rajesh is stuck. He cannot move forward with the client calls or reports because he doesn't have data in his hands. Sounds familiar, right? So this is not just Rajesh's problem. This is a common struggle for all sales, marketing, and as well as business teams everywhere. But today, we are going to solve this problem with the help of n8n, an open source workflow automation tool. We have created a chart interface that connects directly to the PostgreSQL database. Now, instead of sending emails, Rajesh can directly talk with the database with plain English, and the system will reply all the data whatever he needs. Sound interesting, right? So video is going to be very interesting. Please like the video and then hit subscribe button. All right, here is the demo, guys. I have prepared some questions already. So beginner level, intermediate level, and as well as advanced level. So let me start with the beginner level questions. I have a database and I'm just asking, show me all the users from the system. So let me write it. Since it is running in my local machine, it might take some time. Yes. So you can see that here are the list of users I have in my database, right? So let me ask another question. This time I can ask intermediate level question. Find the total number of or show the orders along with the total amount and the customer's name. So which requires a lot of relationship between the tables, right? So let's see how system will respond. So it is not running in n8n cloud. So it is running in my hosted n8n version. So that's why it is taking time because I have hosted in AWS, which is my EC2 is running with only 1 GB of data RAM, right? So you can see that here are the orders along with the customer's name. Order number one, customer is John Doe and he purchased it with around 87,999 rupees something, right? So let me ask this time a advanced question and see how it responds. So I'm going to ask, so the total revenue generated so far, right? So we can validate all these answers later. So let me show the demo first. Right. So the total revenue generated so far is this much. So, right, the system is working perfectly fine. Right. I hope you enjoyed the demo. Let's build this system from the scratch. So before going into the building, please like the video and subscribe the channel. Yeah. All right, guys. So before going to n8n, I just want to show my database settings here. So I'm connecting to my EC2 instance. You can see that my EC2 instance is running at this domain technogrowth.in, right? So let me log in as a Postgres user, PSQL, right? And then I can see the databases, show databases. So it is giving some error. Just give me a moment. um, yeah, I think /l I need to do bit different from traditional MySQL database. Yes. So you can see that these many databases I have. But for this video, I am considering this e-commerce database. So let me connect to that database quickly. So you can do /c and then a database name if you give. So which will connect to your database, right? So yes. So you can see that now you are now connected to database e-commerce as the user Postgres. Yeah, so let me see the list of tables /dt, so which will give you all the list of tables. So basically I have 5 tables in my database. One is order items table, one more is orders table, payments table, products table, and as well as users table. So quickly see the data also what I have. So what I will do, select star from users, so which will give me the list of users. So you can see that I have 3 users over here. John Doe, which is user ID is 1, Ali Smith, whose user ID is 2, and Raj Kumar's user ID is 3. And also quickly see the products table. So you know the query already. Select star from products, right? So I have 5 products in my tables: iPhone, Samsung, Nike running shoes, HP Pavilion, and Sony headphones, and so on, right? So along with that, I have 2 more tables. So if you need this, how to set up these tables and as well as data, please comment below. I'll pass you all these commands, so that you can create the tables, whatever tables I have created. And also you can insert users, products, orders, order items, and as well as payments, right? Right. So let's jump into the n8n demo. I hope PostgreSQL part is cleared, because this is very essential to know. Otherwise, you don't know what data we are getting, and whether data we are getting from the system is corrected or not, right? So this is the quick setup of PostgreSQL. Now we will jump into n8n, right? So I'm not taking cloud n8n version for this video, because I have already hosted n8n in my EC2, right? So quickly go to my n8n EC2 workflow. So this is my domain. Here it is running my n8n workflow. So user interface might be little differ, because see, I am not using latest version of the n8n. I think I don't know which version currently I have, but latest version is 1.106.3. So I'll quickly show you how to do n8n version also. Just go to n8n cloud. So you can see that this is the latest n8n which is running in the n8n cloud, right? uh, yes. So it is a free, I think 14 days free trial n8n offers. So you just go register, you use any Gmail ID, they will send you an email. You just need to verify your email ID, that's it. Your 14 days trial period will activate. And I think per day they will give you 1,000 executions. For practice it is more than enough, right? So for this video I'm not going to use anyway n8n cloud. So if you open n8n cloud, you might see the interface similar to this. So let me build this in my EC2 n8n hosted one, right? Just click on create workflow, right? So this is your workflow, guys. So you can see here personal is my project name, and my workflow 6 is my workflow name. So if you want, you can change your workflow name. For my case, I will give PostgreSQL as my workflow name, right? Okay. So now the first step is you need to add any trigger. Trigger might be anything. It might be scheduler, it might be any app event, it might be your webhook, it might be a chart trigger. So there are several kinds of triggers are available in n8n. So for this video I am taking a chart trigger. So quickly take this chart trigger. Just click on plus here or here, anywhere you can just click on plus. you will come with this menu. So just search for chart trigger node. So you can see over here, this is the chart trigger node. Just click on that. So this node will automatically add it in your canvas, right? Right. So this is the node right now. If you do it chart publicly available, it will give you the URL. So currently I'm not doing it available, because once all development is done, then I will make it available, right? So once your chart is ready, this is your chart interface, right? Let me say hi to the system, and then your chart trigger is working fine. You can see that a green tick mark over here, which means your chart trigger is working perfectly fine, right? So you can open your chart trigger. Now you can see that this is the chart input we have given to the system. Now in real time, what will happen? User open the web interface, and then he will start asking the questions, like whatever questions he will ask. Let's say how many users are present in the database. So that question will come into your chart input section, right? So now what we need to do, this question we need to send it to the agent, and then we have to form an SQL query which will be executed by agent, and then we'll get back the result, right? Okay. So for that, what I need is I need an agent. So quickly again click on plus over here, and then search for AI agent, right? So you can see that there is a AI agent node over here. Just copy, drag drop into your canvas, so you can see that this kind of interface. So don't change any settings which is already present over here. Connect chart trigger node, and then what I am doing here is I am taking this chart input, so that agent will get user query here, right? Once agent gets the user query, what agent has to do? Agent has to perform something, right? So for that, what agent need some tools, right? Because your agent will connect to any LLM, and that LLM will not be having any access to your database. So what you have to do, you have to provide some tools to your agent, so that your agent, with the help of tools, it will find out your database connections, it will connect to your database, and as well as it will execute the queries, right? So for that, what I need to do is I will so rest everything I'll keep it as it is. So what you have to do is just go to add option, and then add system message. See, this is the user message, which means user asking a query. That query goes and sits into chart input section, and then in the system message I have already written some system message. I'll copy paste here. So my system message is simple. What I am telling to the agent is, your DB assistant, which means database assistance, you need to run queries in DB aligned with the user request, right? Run custom SQL query to aggregate data and response to the user. Make sure every table has schema prefix to it, SQL query, right? So get a DB schema and find list tools. So I'm giving the tool information here. So my plan is simple. I am going to assign 3 tools for this agent. One tool is get all the tables which is exist in my database, right? So there will be a simple SQL query will run by the agent. So that query will give the list of tables to the users, to the agent, right? And my second tool will be, once agent got my table list, my agent should also know what is my table schema present over in the database, right? So second tool will be giving all the table structure, or all the table schema, what columns I have, what data type these columns are using, right? And every schema details second tool will be given. And then third tool is for executing SQL query, right? So let's say user ask, give me list of users who is present in the DB. So right, so this query will go to LLM. What LLM does? LLM will connect to the tool, and first it will get all the list of tables present in the DB, and then it will use another tool to get all the schema over those tables, correct? And then third tool, it will form a query, select star from users, and then it will try to execute this query on third tool. Then third, once query is executed, output will go back to the LLM, and then LLM will refine the answer and then send back to the user, right? This is the flow it is going to work. So that is what I have mentioned here. So I have now, our next step would be adding tools to this agent, right? Okay. So before adding tools, you can see that agent requires some parameters. One is chart model, one is memory, and one more is tool. You can see that chart model is with star, which means agent requires one chart model. It might be the OpenAI, it might be Gemini, or it might be Claude, right? So you or if you have your custom model running with Olama, you can try to add that as well. So for this demo, I'm trying to add OpenAI chart. So let me click on plus here, and then you can see all supported models here. So you have Anthropic, you have Azure, you have AWS, you have DeepSeek, you have Gemini, everyone. But for me, I'm looking for OpenAI, so I'll just click for OpenAI. You can see that OpenAI chart model is also available. So if you want to use Open Router, even you can use the Open Router. Even Olama also it is supporting, right? Just drag drop to here. So it will ask you your OpenAI account. If you don't have any account, just click on create new credentials. You have to enter your API key here. If you refer my previous videos, I have also shown how to generate API key in OpenAI platform. So you just need to copy that OpenAI platform, then click on save. That's it. It will save your OpenAI account credentials. Once OpenAI account credentials are saved successfully, then you have to select the model, right? Because OpenAI having so many models, so system wants to know which model you want to hit, right? So if you click here, you can see all the list of models available in my account. So forget about this FT because FT stands for fine tuning. I have fine tuned some models here. So those models you are seeing here. So for this I am going to use GPT-40 mini. So let me select GPT-40 menu, and rest everything you can keep as it is. If you want to add a timeout, you can add, right? If you want to add max tries, it means how many times you can hit the LLM if in case any error occurs. So those kind of parameters you can set, as well as you can set temperature generally between 0 to 2. 2 means more creative, 0 means less creative. It acts, LLM acts with less creative, right? So right now I'm not going to set any option. So done, that's it. So now I have added one chart model to my AI agent, right? So what is my next step? If I want, I can add some memory. You just click on plus, and then you will get all available memories here. You can use MongoDB chart memory, you can use Postgres chart memory, you can use Redis chart memory. There are so many options are available, or you can use simple memory which stores your data in RAM, right? So you can add, if you want, you can add a simple memory. It is very easy, just drag drop, so that memory will be connected. So what is the use of this memory? This basically, this memory will be remembering our previous charts. Let's say user ask continuously, user asking the question, right? So LLM needs some context what user asked earlier, right? So if you assign this memory, that memory tool will give you all this context, earlier context, right? So for this video, I am not going to add any memory. Directly I am jumping into the tool, right? So just click on tool over here. So all available tools, there are several tools are available. All list will come here. For now, since I am using PostgreSQL database, so I need to give PostgreSQL tool. just search for Postgres tool. So you can see that I have Postgres tool, right? Just copy paste. Right. So earlier we already discussed we need to assign three tools to this agent. One is for getting table list, one is for getting all table schema, and one more is for executing queries. Right. So what I'll do here, first I will give query execution. Before giving any settings, you just need to connect to your PostgreSQL database. Right, if I do plus icon here, you can see that this is my domain name tech.technogrowth.in, and my database name is e-commerce, and user is admin, and I have given my database password for this admin user. So, and as well as I have given a number of connections 100. If you want, you can increase. So if you want to connect through HTTPS, you can click on you can enable it. Right now I don't have HTTPS, so I just disable it. And then 5432 will be your port where PostgreSQL is running. Right. So these are the simple settings. Once you set up your PostgreSQL in EC2 or anywhere in the cloud, you will get all these details, so that you just enter and then click on try here. So it will give connection tested successfully, right? So my database is connected successfully. Now tool description, just instead of tool description you have to set, right? So what tool description does? Tool description gives an overview of the tool to the LLM, right? Instead of automatically, I am going to select manually, right? And then I'm going to give this tool description. You can read it here. Get all the data from Postgres. Make sure you append the tables with correct schema. Every table is associated with some schema in the database, right? And then down, what operation you are going to perform, right? Insert means you can only insert the data. Insert or update means either you can insert the data or you can update the data. Then select is only works for reading the data, right? Or you can select update. So if you want to perform all the actions, together, it might be a read operation, it might be a delete operation, it might be insertion operation, it might be update operation. You can simply select execute query option. So which means our agent can execute any kind of query. It might not only the read queries, it can also perform write queries, right? Right. So once this is done, so your agent will give you the query. So you need to add query here. The query will look something like this. From AI SQL query, I am going to set there, and that SQL query you need to add it here, right? So once you add it here, that's it. If you want, you can test once, but I can test in the end, so that I am not going to test right now. So just click on done, right? So now we have successfully assigned one tool to our agent. So this tool's responsibility is simply executing an SQL query, right? And you need a couple of more tools. One is for get database schema and table list, and one more is for getting table definition, right? So again, I'm going to add one more tool. Same, search for Postgres tool. Again, since you already created account in your earlier node, you don't need to create. You need to just select same account over here, and then tool description, instead of set automatically, click on set manually, right? So what is my tool description is, this will give the list of tables with the schema, right? So I'll just add a description over here. Get list of all the tables with their schema, right? And this operation is also an execute query, and you have to write following query. In case you need this query, you just comment in the comment section. I'll give you all these comments. So this query doesn't do anything. It will it will give all the list of tables. So if you want, you can just click on test app. So you can see the response of this. So what it is giving, it is giving table schema. One is order items, one more is orders. I hope it is visible. If not visible, uh, you can see basically it is giving all the list of tables: users, products, payments, orders, and as well as order items, which we have seen earlier, right? That's it. So my second tool is also ready, and then I'm left over with one more tool, which is to get table schema, right? So let me click uh, on plus again, and then let me select again Postgres tool, right? So I'm going to give same account again here. I'm selecting manually again, right? So this time what I need table definition, and as well as columns, and as well as data types of the columns. See, if you don't know the table structure and what kind of data it is columns are having, your LLM can't perform any action, right? Right. So I have given get table definition to find all columns, all the types, right? Now this is also going to be a execute query, and query is going to be following query, right? So this is the query agent is going to run to get particular table name. In the earlier tool, agent is getting this table name, right? So in this, using this tool, if it pass table name, that particular table schema will be given by the tool, right? So this is the query is going to execute to get the table schema. So if you want, you can quickly test over here. Click on text step. So it will ask you table name. Let's say my table name is users, and then schema name. Schema, it is belongs to public. So I'm just giving public. So you can see over here, I have got all the column name is user ID, data type is integer, is nullable, no. If it has any primary key, foreign key, whatever present over in your DB, it will give you complete table structure. Again, if you need this query, please comment below. I'll give you all the document, right? So now my chart trigger node is ready, my agent node is ready, and my OpenAI chart model is ready, and also I am done with 3 uh, Postgre tools, right? It's time for testing the model. Just click on save. Just click on save. Once you click on save, you can see option over here, open chart. Just click on open chart and start asking a question. Let me ask, how many users are present in my DB, right? How many users are present in my DB? So I have already shown you, I have 3 users in my DB. So let me see how this system works. You can see that my agent is started its work, and it is asking PostgreSQL for the, you can see over here, this is the input it has given, and this is the output it has got. Basically here it is getting all the table information. Once it got the table information, then it will this table, since it is a count operation, it doesn't require any table schema. So it is simply trying to execute the query select count as total users from public users. So once this query is executed, and this tool gives the response like this: total users are 3. This goes to again OpenAI chart model, and OpenAI chart model now has all the table information, and also all the what is the tool given output it has. Once it has everything, then it will frame a answer. There are a total of 3 users present in your database, right? So now you my agent is working fine, and what I have to do now, I have to make this agent live, right? So it is very easy. You can make it live in a couple of steps. Just close this window, right? So this is my agent. What will happen? My agent will take input from the user, process it, connects to my databases, and then give me the giving the response, right? Now in the top you can see that there is a parameter called inactive, right? Which means this flow is currently not active, which means it will work only for testing purpose. So anyone outside this system cannot work with this system. So what I have to do is I have to just click on active. So got it. So once my workflow is active, it means now it is live, right? So if you want to test this, what I have to do, go to your chart system. Earlier I have seen, we have discussed about make chart publicly available. We didn't make it publicly available till now. So what I have to do now, I have to select active. Once you select active, then there are couple of options available here. Either you can make it as a hosted chart, which means it will give you complete web user interface, or you can also use embedded chart. Let's say you already have a website and you want to integrate it as a chart system or chartboard kind of thing. So you can select embedded chart option. Right now I am selecting hosted chart, and then if you want to keep any authentication, you can keep any authentication. Let's say if you keep basic auth. So basically when you are triggering any message, you need to follow that authorization standards, right? So right now I am not setting any authorization, so I am clicking none. And then this is the initial message system will give you, hi there, my name is Nathan, how can I assist you today? So what I'll do, instead of Nathan, I'll give Naresh. So you can see that now my initial message will be, hi there, my name is Naresh, right? So this is your chart URL. Just click on it, it will copy the URL. Before going to test it, just make it, just click on save, it will be saved, and my workflow is also active. Just remember your workflow in active state, then only you can access this workflow from outside, right? Now just go to another tab, and whatever copied URL I am pasting over here, and then hit enter, right? Now you can see that initial message I have set earlier, which is, hi there, my name is Naresh, how can I assist you today? So let me ask, I have already have several questions prepared. Now let me ask a question. Get the list of products purchased in order ID 1, right? So let me type the question and ask the system, and see what system will respond. Right. So here are the products purchased in order ID 1. Product, we already seen product information. iPhone 5 we have, and then also Sony headphones also we have. So in order ID 1, user has ordered iPhone 5, quantity is 1, and as well as Sony headphones, which is his quantity is also 1, right? So that's it guys. We can see that our SQL agent is working fine, right? Now what next? We have successfully activated my workflow, and as well as we have successfully tested. Now there is a flaw in this system. The flaw is, this system you are going to assign to the sales people and as well as marketing people, right? So accidentally, unintentionally, they may fire queries which is related to data deletion or data modification. So let me show you. Let me ask the system, can you delete the user with user ID 1? Let me see what it will do. Right, the user with user ID 1 has been successfully deleted from the database, right? So you know, it is running in production, and it is allowing user to delete the data, which is not a good sign, right? So what you have to do is, you can solve this problem in 3 stages. First thing is, whatever Postgres account I am using in my n8n, right? So this is my Postgres account in my n8n, and my user is admin. Don't give admin rights. Just give a user who has only read permissions. So this has to be done at database level, right? This has to be done at database level. So once you restrict that user here, user, then he cannot perform any deletion operations or modify operations. Basically, any write kind of any write operations he cannot perform. That is option 1, right? Option 2 is, so this is responsible for executing your SQL query, right? So here what I have done, I have given execute query option. So instead of execute query, so execute query will do all kinds of operation: delete, insert or update, select or update, any operation it will perform. If you want to restrict only for reading, if you want to restrict only for reading, just click select here, so that it will ask you the table list. You can select the table. Let's say I don't want to delete the user, so click on users, then limit 50. So what it will do is, basically it will perform only select operations, which means read operations only it can perform, right? So I'm giving execute query as it is, because in the future, in the future in the future I may have different kinds of users. I may have different kinds of users. Like let's say some users will have permission for modification. Some users will have permission only for reading, right? So those kind of scenarios we can handle by adding classifier in between, right? So let's see how we can add classifiers in between. So I'm keeping the system as it is, however it was earlier, right? Now what we are going to do is, instead of directly performing our uh, execute query, before AI agent, one more classifier agent will come in between, and it will classifies whether it is a read operation or write operation. If it is a read operation, you don't have any problem, because uh, uh, since they are belongs to your organization, and they have to get it data, so there is no problem in it. But if it is belongs to write operation, then you have a check which user is performing this write operation. If he is authorized user, then only allow him to write some data, otherwise don't allow him, right? So let me quickly do that. So what I will do is, same workflow I will try to integrate. So just a minute. So what I have to do is, right. So what we discussed earlier, we said that one more classifier will come in between, right? So for that, what I will do, I will take one model, which is OpenAI. You can take chart model, or you just take OpenAI message model. Here you can also add AI agent. So since this AI agent doesn't do anything with tools or anything with memory, so I am not going to add it as a AI agent. Instead, I am just adding one HTTP call to my LLM. My LLM will classifies whether it is a read query or write query, right? So what I'll do is, message a model, click on message a model. So same OpenAI account I'm going to use, and then resource text I'm going to use. So same, you can have all the things. Then you have to select the model. So for the model, what I'll do, any tiny model you can select, because classification will be done by any model. So for that, I'm doing, I'm GPT 4.1 mini I'm doing. Again, it is see, there is no such rule that you have to take this model or that model. Whatever model you are comfortable, you can take it, and then you have to give a prompt to the model, right? So this is going to be my prompt. What I'm telling to this classifier, you are an SQL expert. Identify identify the query operation, whether it is read or write. Use user query is this one. So you can see that this chart input I am passing to here. How many users are present in my DB, right? So you just click on test tab. So this is my input, and you can see that output. Please provide SQL query you would like me to analyze. Give me a second. So what I'll do, I'll just deactivate for now. Click on open chart, and then click on how many users are my present in my DB. So my second agent will this agent will give error because I am not passing appropriate data here, since I am testing this classifier. Just click on hit. Right. So I told you, right, this agent will give you the error because it is not getting proper data. So what happened? My chart trigger executed, and the query is this: how many users are present in my DB? And then you can click on OpenAI. So this is the input, chart input. How many users are executed? Right, and this is the output, the query operation, how many users. So it is giving so much data. So general means generally I don't need all this information, right? What I'll do, I'll do output content as JSON. So basically I'm just looking it either read or write, right? So I don't need all this content. So for that, what I have done is I have clicked on output content as JSON. Now let me test this step. Right. Now you can see that my content operation is read. If you change a question here, and my content operation will become write. Let me test that. What I'll do delete the user 1. Anyway, this is not going to execute because my AI agent is having still some issue. I need to fix that. So let me fire this question, delete the user 1. Right. Now click on OpenAI. So delete the user 1 is my chart input, and you can see that my model output is this content operation write, which means this is write operation and this is not a read operation. Now I have identified user query, whether it is a read operation or whether it is a write operation. Now what I have to do, I have to segregate, right? So I have to take one if condition. If it is a read operation, allow it without any conditions. If it is a write operation, then send a message saying that you cannot perform this action, right? So let me quickly click on plus over here, and then search for if. So you can find that if condition over here. Click on if. So it will ask you what is the value, what is the key value. My key is here. My OpenAI is giving this operation, so I'm dragging that key here. So this is my key. If it is equal to what I'm telling, if this value is equal to read, then allow the system to perform any action, right? So right. Now, if it is true, directly it will go to my AI agent. But my AI agent is expecting uh, chart input as the user input, but in between OpenAI model comes, it is not getting this chart input as an input anymore because it is not connected to chart trigger node, right? Initially it was connected to chart trigger node, so that directly it is getting data from chart trigger node, but now in between one more API call was there. So this is no more connecting to my chart trigger node. So what I have to do, click on here and select define below, right? Select define below. Before that, execute this step so that you will get the next flow input. So click on here, right? You can see that this if got executed. Basically, let me do one more time. this question, how many users are present in my DB, right? Just click on this. It is giving some problem. What I'll do, I'll delete this, I'll save it. I'll see the output till my if condition, and then I'll add my AI agent, right? So I'm executing same query again. So now my model is generated output. You can see that my model generated operation read because it is read operation, right? Then it is going to if condition. So since this operation is equal to read, since it is operation is equal to read, and this output I am getting here, right? Now connect this with my AI agent which we have created earlier. Now if you click on AI agent, you can see that operation is over here, and then you are missing your user query, and that user query is present over when chat message received, right? So just click on here, right? So this is my user query, how many users are present in my DB, right? Just click hold on chart input and then drop it here. So this is become my input to the AI agent now. Earlier it was just json.chart input. Now in between some more nodes are added, so my input also got changed, which means basically going same query, how many users are present in my DB, right? So if condition we have, if it is a read operation, we are solved. If it is a write operation, what we have to do, we have to tell to the user that you don't have such permissions, right? So what I'll do is, if it is false, either you can take a set node, which is basically sets a JSON as an output, or you can take a code node. So for now I'm taking code node. Just click on code node. So whatever is there, just delete everything. You just need to add output object, right? So select output and then add your message. What I'm going to tell, you are not authorized for this operation, right? So done. So now you can see what is happening. Let me explain you what is happening, and then I will try to execute the query and show you the demo, right? So what will happen when user enters some query, my chart trigger will be triggered, and then it will pass to OpenAI LLM for classification. So what this node does, this node only classifies whether it is a read operation or write operation. As soon as it classifies, it goes to if node. If it is a read operation, we are directly allowing agent to perform that action. So this agent, how it performs, we have already discussed earlier, right? If it is a read, if it is a write operation, it means this is not going to be read, this is going to be write. In case if will be fail, right? So condition will be false. In that case, what it will do, it will go to the code node. In the code node, what I am returning output, I am returning an object saying that you are not authorized for this operation, right? So let me quickly test this thing. So first let me ask how many users are present in my DB, which is a read operation, and I will show you output of each node. So there is some issue. It is saying you are not authorized for this operation. Since, let me see what output it has given. Yeah. So my thing is, it is giving as a operation type. Earlier it was giving operation, right? For that it is giving error. What I have to do is, instead of operation, I just need to add operation type over here, right? Operation type, right? Save it and then execute the same query. So ultimately it should give 2 users. Again I am facing some problem. Yeah, Alright guys, there was some issue with OpenAI. So what I have done is I changed my prompt a little bit. So earlier my prompt was this: you are SQL expert, identify the query operation, whether it is read or write. User query is this one. Later I added sample output, make the following output as this: key is operation and then type of operation. Right. So now it is working fine. Let me test it. So I am asking how many users are present in my DB. Answer should be 2. Still it is giving some error. Let me see what it is. Operation, it is giving correctly. Uh, yeah, here our operation type is there. I'll quickly select to operation. Right. Right. So let me ask the same question now. Control C, Control V. So my agent started executing because it is a read operation, right? You can see that there are a total of 2 users present in our database, right? Earlier 3 users were present, but in the earlier demo we have deleted 1 user, right? Now let me fire up a write query and see what output I will get it, right? So I will ask delete product with the ID 2. Delete the product with ID 2. Let me see what it will give the output. Right. It is system is saying that you are not authorized for this operation. Right. So let me quickly make it active and then show on our chart widget input, chart widget. Right. Let me active. Before that I need to save this workflow. Yeah, I have saved it, and then go to our chart system. So earlier you can see that, can you delete the user with user ID? It is said that the user ID has been deleted. Now I will ask the same question, can you delete the user with user ID? 2 I will give this time, and then see what will be the output. Right. So it is saying that you are not authorized for this operation. Now let me change my question. I'll ask how many products are available in my how many products are available in my DB. So I think I have 5 products in my DB. Let's see what answer it will give. Right. So there are a total of 5 products available in your database. Now I will ask what is any payments with pending status. Basically I have one payment I have inserted with pending state. So you can see my insertion statements. Let me show you. So these are the payments, and you can see 2 payments are success and 1 payment with pending, right? So let me ask this question and see whether it will give or not. Since it is a read operation, it should give. Let me ask, give me the payments with, give me the payment pending payments, pending payments. Let me see what it will give. Right. So the pending payment details are as follows. Order ID is 2, and then username is Ali Smith, and amount is this much, and the status is pending. All right. So we can conclude our demo today. What we have done, quickly I'll do a recap once. We have created one PostgreSQL agent which performs any kind of operation with our DB. Later we realized for some users we should not allow write permission. So what we have added? We have added a classifier agent which will classifies whether the question is related to read operation or write operation. If it is a read operation, it will go to our main agent and then it will give you the output. If it is a write operation, and then it is throwing an error saying that you don't have any permissions to execute this query. That's it guys. I hope you enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like, subscribe, and as well as comment. Thank you so much. We'll meet with next interesting video. This is Naresh Kumar signing off.